Before we start, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to be updated on more interesting videos.
Hi viewers, today I'm going to show you how do you feed your fur kids on the most minimal or the easiest way. Deworm tablets, everybody hates them. You know, when it comes to fur kids, it's tough. And people, we as owners, we find it the most stressful period of time to feed them the deworm tablets. But it's essential. Some of them do it like, a year once. Some of them do it like 6 months once. But what's truly the most effective and the best way to feed your fur kids their deworm tablets? Let me just guide you through. The most important fact is worms form in through various sources. It could be through your lawn of your house. It could be through lots of soil that your vicinity or your province has. So you need to ensure that where the source of worm comes in, nobody knows. It's very subjective. So my simple process of guideline is to ensure you at least deworm your dogs 3 months once if you're feeding them with biscuits, dog biscuits, or dry food, or eventually even canned food. It's fine for 3 months. But I feed my fur kids with raw meat on a daily basis. So what's really important is that I got to deworm them on a monthly basis, regardless. Even though if I feed them on kibbles on a switch duration of period, but regardless, since I'm going on raw meat diet, I've started off with a raw meat diet, I have to deworm them on a monthly basis. So what I do is we go with Bayer's Drontal Plus. This one has some flavors in it, but regardless the flavor, they hate them. Some dogs pretty much are trained, they're okay, they're fine with it. Sometimes you need to have an art of opening the jaw, pulling it wide open, pressing the tongue a little bit on the bottom line, and you slip it through. But that's not really easy. Some of us find it difficult if your dogs are a large breed, or sometimes even too small a breed, micro-sized, mini-sized, too many complications, and we as owners and pet owners, we tend to find it a little bit of a stressful period of time, to be honest. So this really helps, whereby what I usually do, my secret is I release the capsule from the seal. So you see, it looks a little bit round and it has a quadrant design on one part of it and an empty design at the other part of it. So ideally, why they have actually prepared the quadrant design is where you can cut them into 4 different quadrant size. So when it's smaller in breed, they actually consume smaller amounts. So what happens here is that one tablet is equivalent to 10 kilos of body weight. So you gotta remember, this one tablet is equivalent to deworming a 10 kilo body weight of your fur kit. Regardless if it goes on cat or dog, but what we are talking today is more to your dog fur kit. And ideally what you need to do is that you need to ensure that you have measured your dog's weight, and you have to be very precise. This is really about life, that you need to really ensure that their deworming capacity is truly based on their weight of their body, because overdosing them could actually be fatal, could be leading to a lot of health issues, and you wouldn't want to experience that. They get dehydrated really badly and they may need a veterinary assistance. So please do not do so. Underdosing them could actually not do much to your deworming effect. Of course, it does kill a couple of worms, but not all, so you still don't get that full effect of it. So my strict advice is measure your dog's weight. Ensure that you know their weight of the ideal weight, their proper weight. Go on with calculating your dosage. So if it's 60 kilos, you got 6 tablets to feed. So how are you going to feed these 6 tablets? What I usually do is I get a pounding stone or anything heavy, wrap this tablet in a plastic. Let me show you. What I usually use is I measure the right ideal weight. I use a plastic. I slip in through the tablet. Sorry guys, I'm just using a temporary plastic just to give you a guideline. It could be any sort of plastic. If you could get a better heavy duty one, it will be better. so you don't actually get a lot of spill-offs. You take your pounding stone and you just knock them through. You knock it through until it powders up completely, and then once it's powdered down, you completely neatly take it out and you pour them into you just sprinkle it off into your raw meat diet. Okay, for this day, regardless if you're feeding them on kibbles or biscuits, you need to ensure that for this treat a day, you must go on a canned food, because it has to be their treat day. They are not gonna like it if you're just gonna sprinkle this powder down to their kibbles. It's not gonna work. So the only way that we're gonna get this to work effectively is you get them a canned food for that day. You know, they go on wet diet on that day. It's going to be a treat for them. If you're not used to it, you got to be used to it, because this is going to be really easy, convenient for you. So please get them canned food, a wet diet for that day. Slip this through, use a plastic glove and mix them very thoroughly. You could see some of my previous videos that I've actually showed you how to mix raw meat diet along with kibbles. You could use the same method. It's really very simple. You gotta just slip through your gloves in, mix the wet food or the canned food with the powdered deworm tablets. Ensure there is no lump of the tablets. It has to be powdery and very fine powder. Mix it through. Trust me, it's gonna work like magic. When you feed them, they are not gonna sense there is a deworm effect in it. There's no deworm powder in it, because to them it's seamless. The smell from the wet diet or the canned food, it's going to really kill the deworm effect. So it's not going to be seamless. It's going to be seamless to them. So once that thing actually gets mixed really well into the food, they are going to be dewormed. And you would trust me that that would be the least stress that you would have to face on your deworming sessions. So you wouldn't have to be waiting for the vet to actually help you deworm them. You could get this online, you know, from Amazon, from local stores like in Malaysia. We have Lazada, we have Shopee. They're way cheaper. If you go down to the vet, the tablet could cost you like probably 3 to 4 ringgit a tablet. You could go down to your online stores, your local online stores. You can get them for probably less than 2 ringgit a tablet, or 2.50 a tablet. So that's what I'm talking about. You save a lot of money. So when you save a lot of money, and it's easy, stress-free, because you know that there is a mechanism to do this. There's a method. There is a whole plan to it. So please try this at home. It saves you a lot of time, a lot of money, and it also benefits your fur kit. Trust me, viewers, you need to ensure they are dewormed regardless. It has to be on a frequent basis. Especially when you go on an essential raw meat diet, it has to be on a monthly basis. Do measure their weight, ensure their weights are fully accurate when you go on the dosage. Please remind yourself that this is truly essential. You wouldn't want your fur kids to fall sick if you overdose them or you underdose them. So please be on the right dosage. Go for Bayer's Drontal Plus. It's a very good product. Bayer is a well-renowned brand. It's a well-renowned manufacturer for deworm tablets for years, and I truly believe in them. And these are my true recommendations. You can go for them, or you can go for any other products that you have in your range. But please, this truly would save you time and save you the stress and all the hassle that you have been facing all this while. Thank you so much, and I hope it works. If it does, please subscribe and do add in your comment link below. Thank you.